Hi there, I'm just popping on here real quick just to check in. Feeling okay today. Of course, my legs always hurt no matter what. I don't foresee that they'll ever get better, but fingers crossed that they will eventually. Even though I'm like at the 2 year mark now, and from what they told me at Emory, I would probably max out on my recovery from the radiculopathy that I have at about a year and a half to 2 years. So I'm probably about as far as I'm going to get, which isn't very good. I can't walk too far and I have to use a cane, and I cannot stand in one spot. Maximum that I can stand in one spot is maybe a minute. And my legs start feeling like lead, and if I don't sit down, I will collapse to the floor. So that's been difficult to deal with. When I was so independent, not so long ago, I was a lot thinner. I had long hair almost down to my rear, and I worked, 5 days a week. Came home and cooked, kept the house clean, pretty much did everything. It's a hard pill to swallow when your independence is taken from you. And I hope that it never happens to any of you who may be seeing this. 'Cause like I said, it's very, very difficult. And I get very emotional when I talk about it too, by the way. And then it doesn't help when you've got people that just keep mocking you and making fun of you and saying things to you when you're already going through a difficult enough time as it is. But I'm still going to speak my mind. I still have, well, semi have my mind about me. I have really bad forgetfulness now. But I'm still going to speak up and defend myself. Especially when you have people calling me a liar that don't know me from hill beans. And a liar, I'm not. Um, Forgetful, yes. A liar, no. But anyway, I hate to see a lot of the content creators from the Smoky Mountains at each other, because a lot of them are good people, and like I said, I just hate to see it. I just came across it on Facebook yesterday, but hopefully everybody will work everything out. That would be awesome to see that happen. Um, but what else was I going to say? I was going to say something. See, I'm so forgetful. I came on here and I knew exactly what I was going to say, and I have already forgot. I guess I need to start writing things down. Um, I hope all of you are doing well. Watching What's Eating Gilbert Grape right now. I've seen this movie probably 50 times. That's the thing about me is I watch a lot of the same movies over and over and over and over again. Um, I do want to see The Devil Wears Prada 2 whenever it comes out, like on one of the apps where I can watch it, rent it or buy it. That I do want to see. And there was one other movie that came out recently that I want to see. It's not on any of the apps yet. Again, I forget things. I need to start writing stuff down. If I remember, I'll bring it up. That's what I'm doing. So, yep, today's tacos for dinner. Um, I pretty much do a day-to-day thing. I do a lot of grocery delivery. Since I'm not able to get up, I can, ride scooters around. But almost every time I go to the grocery store, there's no scooters up front. There's people in the store. And so that's why I've got to where I just don't go. Like if we're already out, if we're going to doctor's appointments, for example, stop by the grocery store and see if there's a scooter. And if there is, I'll get on it and ride around. That's the only time I get out. Pretty much just to go to doctor's appointments. I don't think I have any this week. I've got a couple next week. I've got an appointment with a new place because my primary care doctor wants me to see somebody about my depression and my anxiety. I was diagnosed probably a decade ago with a condition called dermatillomania. It's skin picking, and I pick at my fingers really bad. And probably the past 2 months, I have been picking at my fingers until they bleed. They had put me on Vistaril, which is basically like taking Benadryl. It did nothing for my picking. So once I get established at this place that I'm going to next Friday, I'm going to see if there's a different medication they can try me on that might work better to help with the picking. And I take a medication at night before I go to bed that's considered an antidepressant. Um, it's to help me sleep mainly, but it's not helping whatsoever with any of the depression. So I'm going to ask him about something to help with that too. I really, I need something. When you go through something like this that changes your entire life, it's like I said a few minutes ago, it's a very hard pill to swallow, and anybody that goes through it would get depressed. And not only that, I'm having to, my dad's going through a lot right now too, and I've heard that he's kind of keeping from us how he really feels, that he's really not doing well right now, and he's getting out and doing things he shouldn't be doing. And I want him to stay home and rest and take care of himself. He needs to quit. He needs to quit doing what he's doing and think about himself for once. He already put off getting things done because of me. Because he was diagnosed with the same exact cancer probably a half a year before me. The last family trip that we took in 2023 up to the Smoky Mountains, I spent most of that week in the hotel in bed because I was feeling real bad by that point. But then come late November around Thanksgiving is when the bottom fell out. And my beginnings of several hospital stays, and I went through my chart last night and I was looking at all the blood transfusions I got. I got 9 total blood transfusions between mid-December and late January, 2023 into 2024. And once I started chemo, then everything leveled out. And I haven't had to get any blood transfusions since then, and my hemoglobin levels have been okay. I mean, they've been slightly low, but not low to where they transfuse you. It has to be below 8 before they do transfusions, but technically anything below 12 is low. Anyway, I rambled on enough. I just wanted, like I said, do a video, do a checking in, let everybody know how I'm doing. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll answer anything. I just hope everything gets quiet now. I feel like a certain someone goes through spells, and hopefully this current spell has died down or will die down, because I just don't want to have to deal with that crap every day. I got enough going on, and how dare this person do what they keep doing, especially when I haven't been doing anything wrong at all. I keep to myself. I post my little shorts on YouTube of me, mainly me lip syncing, and that's pretty much all I do. I'm a homebody. I'm disabled. I'm not able to get out and do things. I try, I do try to do things, but I'm just not able. And so I'm here. I watch a lot of television. That's why I put on a lot of weight, because I'm not active. I would love to be active again. I would love to be able to go back up to the mountains and hike like I used to, and do those kind of things. Fingers crossed, maybe one day. But all right, all of y'all have a great day. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Bye for now.